What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to a new deck video featured on the YGO Mega Beta. Going over this real quick, I have been getting a lot of questions about how to download this simulator for PC, so I'm going to link the Duelist Unite Discord in the description, which has the download link as well as instructions, FAQs, and a whole community relating to it. Onto the video. Unchained is definitely one of my favorite rogue decks, and surprisingly, this highlight reel should have been done a long time ago because it was one of my most played decks on Omega alongside Maldoche's. Realizing this, I decided to play it again, but quick disclaimer, some replays do pit me against pre-ban listings like full power Drytron with Ben 10 and Union Carry. At times I did play this list with a lot of different tech cards, like more hand traps as opposed to traps, but right now this current list has felt the most comfortable to me so far. After seeing the unique ratio of the level 8 Unchained monsters in a tournament list, I decided to try it out and I fell in love with it. For most plays, you want to see Abomination in the hand as soon as possible, whether going first or second, so you can either get the extension into the Link 2 or chain block on your opponent and potentially remove a card if you go second. This did lead me to consider Pot of Desires now, but Extravagance still works just as well since you don't need the extra deck all of the time outside of maybe one of each key monster. Just to recap, the Link 2 Unchained Soul of Rage can link itself away and an opponent's monster, but only into Dark Link monsters, so that alone limits your options. Fortunately, there are some absolutely amazing Dark Link monsters, so Knightmare Unicorn is easy to see, along with a potential Link 4 if your opponent gets greedy. All of the Unchained monsters float when they are destroyed, which helps the deck's survival ability and OTK potential since you can actually pop them during the battle phase with either Rakea or a trap card. Covering most of that, the name of the game is either disrupting your opponent with your high number of traps and or the Link 2 if you go first, to then swarm them afterwards. If you go second, Aruha and Abomination help a lot for getting those extender plays, and Disaster can also help in stealing an opponent's monster. It can be difficult against a lot of boards, so siding appropriately can help a lot. While hand traps can be personal preference, I highly appreciate either Nibiru or Phantazmay no matter what for moments where you go second. There is a high chance that you can summon Rakea, another Unchained, and Abomination, which can get you 7,500 points of damage after you pop the other Unchained with Rakea, and unfortunately it isn't easy to get lethal outside of this unless your opponent sets you up for Accesscode. If you have Nibiru or Fantastical, however, that last few 500 points of damage is quite easy to land, so this is just something that I recommend trying. It's going to get shown off here in the replay where I sided for game 2 with Kaijus, as my opponent was running Thunder Dragons with a Red Eyes Dark Dragoon lurking around in the extra. The Kaiju or Dark Ruler would have worked just as well here, but had we summoned Fantastical against Dragoon, it definitely wouldn't have done much except fix our hand a bit. My opponent does go first, which makes the Thunder Dragon Titan play very easy for him along with Verte, but luckily I do have some answers in the hand somewhat. Disaster in the hand can be frowned upon sometimes since it can't special summon itself like Abomination, but it does make a decent discard for him as well as becoming a decent revive target for the Chamber Trap. Running a 3-1 ratio here does tempt me, but I didn't really get the nerve to try it, so if you want to, I don't think it would be a bad idea. Aruha here is the card that we needed since we can pop our trap card with it for the special summon, but to make things better we also draw into a normal summon, which helps a bunch as well. Whether it's Rakea or Sarama, lethal is definitely possible now since getting to Rakea is what enables the quick pop OTK along with Phantazmay. That's pretty much going to wrap things up for me. The deck is really fun and unique, so once again this video was long overdue. The next deck will be one of my favorites getting support in Lightning Overdrive, and that is the amazing combo deck Adignisters, which we had an amazing stream with on Sunday. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notifications bell, follow on Twitch, and comment down below with what you guys think. I'll catch you next time.